my family. My mom and dad brought us here when we were children because we had neighbors who were David and Margie Shern who attended here. And they invited us, and we didn't have a car back in 1950s, and so they brought us here. And of course, my daddy's sisters, Catherine Lee, and Sadie Lewis were attending here. His brother Ed and Blanche were here, and my mama's cousins, Wadis and Spothead Speth, and LD and Margaret Smith were also here. So it was kind of a family thing. I have more than one. The biggest one on my mind right now, and the most I'm thankful for, is that both my children were baptized here. I was baptized here in '56, and then my two sons were baptized within the next 30 years. So that's one of my fondest memories. My second fondest memory is of Donna Jean Wheeler, who was my mentor and who taught a Sunday school class here forever and ever. One of the best, or the best teacher I've ever had in my life. I felt like every Sunday when I came to church that she knew what I had done that week that went right, and she stepped all over my toes every Sunday, which was exactly what I needed. But I'd still love her and appreciate everything she ever did for this church. My third best memory is of my children and my grandchildren. They got married and they all attend here now. The next one is we're about to go through homecoming here. And back when we had the little green building where church was, and there were no buildings with air conditioning where you could get away from the ants and the bugs, there was dinner on the grounds is what we called it. And we put out sawhorses and plywood out, and then the ladies put the tablecloths over the plywood, and that's where the food was placed, and we ate outside and fought the ants and the flies. So that was another fondest memory I have here. Last one but not the least was my 50th anniversary. We celebrated here at the church and we renewed our vows, and my children and my grandchildren were my attendants. And that was one of the greatest, best memories of my life, was to have everyone in attendance. Because when FD and I got married, we didn't have a big church wedding. We just went to a minister and got married with our family present. But to have all my family present and my children and my grandchildren was just fantastic. And I thank the Lord for that opportunity that we had to do that. And thank my children for providing that memory for us. All the youth and the volunteers and the faithful people that we have who are attending now. Because children, back when my children were small, FD and I were youth sponsors. We didn't have, youth ministers then or whatever, but we had youth sponsors, and we worked with the kids a lot. And to see those kids that we had when we were little, kids like Laura Beth and Tiffany and all them, to grow up and get married, then they had their children, and their children attended, and now they have grandchildren. Some have grandchildren that are attended. And I just feel so comfortable leaving it in those people who are so faithful that come here and we have loved for so long, and those that have loved us for so long.